Alrighty. It's been 3 days since Shimio's defeat. Mishida has left, leaving only Christy and I at the mansion. We've not had any new mark bearers arrive, nor any new information on any spirits. Death's footsteps keep drawing closer. Good work, Lady Christy and Bean. Did you obtain any clues? No, nothing really. I'd hoped, but... I see. Lady Saya's study seemed optimal to contain something of interest. Christy and I just finished investigating Saya Kujo's study. It had been full of mountains of specialized books and piles of reports. It was a daunting task, but we did our best to search through them regardless. Except it was all futile. Everything was about healing the spirit. Nothing mentioned the mark at all. Hey, Bean? Don't you think it's useless to keep searching the mansion? You have any other ideas then? Well, remember what I said about H Shrine? Right, of course you would. I was thinking, to be honest, I don't remember her talking about that shrine. Maybe the shrine is connected to all this spirit stuff. This is like the bad thing about playing a game one time a week. You just kind of forget everything. That's what Shimio's note said, right? Everything happening in the forest is the divine wrath of H Shrine. Then you think the mark and the spirit activity are because of this divine wrath? It's definitely a possibility. Disasters happen in many ghost stories and myths because of the wrath of gods. Isn't there value in looking into it? Might as well. Exactly what I'd expect from you. Always so quick on the uptake. Thank you. Christy is brimming with confidence. She seems in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. Well, she thought she was gonna die. So yeah, I would probably be in a bad mood if I thought I was gonna die. She's a famous reporter after all, so maybe this is what she's really like. So Mary, I'd like to go see H Shrine. You don't mind, do you? It is true many unpleasant rumors surround that forest. If the cause is H Shrine, there may be some clues there. But even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find it? Christy and I don't have spiritual powers. In that case, could you bring me along with you to H Shrine? Oh great, I gotta carry the doll around. I should be able to sense the presence of anything spiritual. I can act as a guide as well. You know the shrine? Yes, in truth, in shrines, the guardian deity of the Kujo family. Over the generations, the heads have taken care of the shrine. However, that came to an end after the recent war resolved. As one who serves the Kujos, I am concerned about its present state. Then bringing you along would mean I have to carry you, don't I? As it is impossible for me to walk, I would agree with that assessment. I'm sorry to inconvenience you. An overgrown forest in the dead of night, and I am carrying a human-sized doll. I'm not looking forward to having to carry Mary all the way to the shrine. You look worn out and we haven't left yet. It's a small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits. We just have to get her in like a little wagon and then we can like truck her along. That's true. I think Mary's eager about this too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. What is that, Era? What is that? It's like messing everything up. I think Mary's eager about it too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Also, welcome on in. Okay, let's go back to the forest. So we're gonna go... exit? Forest. Hello, Yuzo. Welcome, welcome. We just started chapter 3. So, We're gonna see what happens. Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. I should be able to carry her just fine. By the way, Bean, have you read the files over there? What files? Oh. She points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet. I've searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked the garage. Oh, really? Christy grabs a file and flips through the pages. Looks like articles on various crimes. Why do we have that in our garage? The clippings cover every incident in H City and surrounding areas. Was Miss Cujo looking into criminal activity? Any of it look related to the mark? No, not as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. The most recent is dated 5 years ago. She puts the file back. Alright, should we head out soon? Yes, let's go. I park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my arms. We make our way to the familiar arch. There's still a long ways to go. A middle-aged man carrying a doll. Hey now! You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here. I'm very sorry to cause you such trouble. Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them. I have not been outside in a long time, and to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman... That's weird. This is a very precious experience. Oh, okay, don't get used to it. She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but is she actually having fun? Still, it is just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with the curses and resentment of the dead. Simply, their presence is enough to drive the living mad. And the land is tainted. I can see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it'll be the divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine. I really hope in the other games, they will actually, like, have the name of the character that is talking. Because, like, if you're trying to, like, voice act this, you have no idea who's talking. You just kind of have to assume. We reach the old Torii Gate with no trouble. Hello, Real. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Or evening. We stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. They seem to be sleeping. It is most likely because Shimio is now gone. A shrine is up there, up those stone steps. At Mary's direction, we walk towards the gate. And then it collapses on us. A small black shadow flits across our feet. Is it the rabbit? There it is. It's the rabbit. It's that rabbit again. So this is the rabbit you told me about, Bean. You are correct. It is very cute. The rabbit stares up at the two of us. Then disappears towards the shrine. What is this rabbit? What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul. Okay, it's a possessed rabbit. That was not on my bingo card. So it's a spirit, too. Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans. Not yet. We know nothing of its true nature, so please, proceed with caution. Listen. I have been watching Banuncula since we first saw him. I'm not letting my guard down. Follow the rabbit under the Torii Gate and up the stone steps. Hello, Weaver. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good night. At the top, we find the wilderness creeping in. There doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this a shrine? Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was to be expected. That black rabbit is gone, too. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Anything deserted should be giving you creeps. Oh, I forgot to turn on my... Bloop. There we go. Now I kind of match in with the game. So now it's not like a flashbang. Let's hurry up and get searching so we don't stay here too long. Everything after midnight gives me the creep. Yeah, it's like really weird. Like, you could just be like, ah, this is such a great thing, relaxing, enjoying my life. And then, like, it gets into the wee hours of the morning and it's like, I don't think that's a jacket in my chair. Alrighty, let's turn that on. There's a sacred Shinawa rope on a ragged boulder. I wonder if that boulder is a Iwakura? Well, it's a broken rope, so I'm wondering if that rope was like trying to hold something in. What's that? According to an ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that a god descended on. It's not uncommon for the rock itself to become an object of devotion. Is there anything else? Why are headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground? Yeah, they're all headless. Creepy. I wonder what happened here. It's a wooden shrine altar. A clouded old mirror serves as the Go-Shintai. This gives me like Fatal Frame vibes. Hang on. My mouse is like very different from what shows on OBS, but it gives me Fatal Frame vibes because of the one chapter that you have to do in the first game. Which, that would be a fun... I actually did play that first stream, but I would like to play it again, since there's people to actually watch me play it now. Looks like it's true that no one's taken care of this place for a long time. But the shrine, or altar I should say, is in like nice condition. I peek inside the altar, just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust. The Go-Shintai's outside and the altar's empty. That's concerning. I don't think there's any more we can search. The Buddha statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Each shrine was much the same. But in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddha statues from the shrines and desecrated them. Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened. No, it was done in a public space as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. The Kujo family head was said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seems that all the broken statues from around H City were buried here. Strange. You said they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much a ruin. You have a keen eye, Bean. The shrine was subsequently dug up and the statues were stolen. So they came all the way into this huge fort just to carry off broken statues? Who would do something like that? That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago, around the time of the war. So the statues were broken, thrown away, and then dug up. They say the Buddha has a wealth of patience, but even he'd get angry. Could that anger have turned to divine wrath and given birth to the mark and spirits? Did we just accuse Buddha of giving us the mark? Mary, have you been able to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever? About that. This land is much more foreboding than I'd imagined. The enmity of the forest swallows all else. It's hard to sense beneath it. So too much background noise, right? Yes, although I do sense the same presence as Lady Christie's mark, however faint. I'm sure the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in this forest. So after all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew. Forgive me, I was unable to... You don't have to apologize, Mary. We learned plenty of value here. What do you mean? I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. This place gives me the creeps. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed. We leave H Shrine, walking down the beast trail towards the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tale, but for some reason, I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the trees. It's probably like a demon or something. I wonder if, like, that's the final boss in this, forest. We begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see buildings, lights pop up here and there. Well, that was a complete waste of time. My anxiety lifted. I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out of my mouth. No, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Without further prodding, Christy starts in on her theory, passion evident in her voice. I believe Shimio was right. H Shrine is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forest. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree? I wonder. It feels like we just don't have enough information at this point to say one way or the other. But there's no denying there's a lot of strange things that are going on in the forest. Between all the suicides and Shimio wandering around, it couldn't just be a coincidence. Could it? If we research the shrine, we might learn more about the mark. I feel like that's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think? You might be right. My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Christy was hoping for, so she falls silent. An awkward, uncomfortable silence settles. Bean, please stop the car. No, we're not stopping the car at night. No. Mary speaks up for the first time since we entered the car. What is it? I sense a presence similar to Lady Christie's mark close by. Well, wasn't it in the forest? Or close in the forest? The hot tea that I have is like really strong and not good. Following Mary's request, I park in a vacant rest stop on the outskirts of H City. Christy and I step out of the car. Oh! Flashbang. Ah, our Markiplier tattoos. My mark is suddenly scalding. Is something nearby? Look, someone's over there. Where? Oh! Goddamn child. A small girl stepped out of the telephone box. Why are those still a thing? How? What time period is this game? Why is a kid outside at this time of night? Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Ida. I got to talk with Hanayome. Oh yeah? Glad to hear it. A rather round young man appears, stepping out of the shadows. Are these my new partners? I have a child and a weeb. You got your questions answered, Suzu? Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayome sure is amazing, though. She knows where everything is. You got that right. She helped me find my limited edition Love and Hero phone strap I dropped. What's Love and Hero? Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. How was the stream? Let me give you a shout out. There we go. Who let the kitties out? Meow, 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 meow. That was actually talked about on the radio recently, Who Let the Dogs Out, as, like, one of the most annoying songs. Well, technically, number one was Barbie Girl, but that list is wrong. But yeah, Bahaman was on there too. But welcome on in, Raiders. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bean Kennedy. I'm a Unicorn Hitman, and today we are playing more Spirit Hunter Deathmark. And how was your stream, Ace? What did you guys get up to? What? You don't know? They're a popular idol group here. They've been all over TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard. TV's restricted at home. Mom says it rots your brain. Oh, Ida, is the bus coming soon? Oh, the last bus is on its way. Finished Far Changing Tides. Okay, okay, nice, nice. Hopefully it was a fun, cool game, and the ending was good. We better go. We'll be in big trouble if your mom finds out we went out. Yeah. We watch from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine their relationship. The pain from my scar is suddenly gone. Hey, Christy. What do you think? I turn, but Christy isn't there. God damn it, Christy. Hey, you there. Just how do you know that girl? Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Oh, okay. She's like, okay, no, I need to talk to this man. Well, there goes Christy, hounding the poor guy. Just calm down. I try to placate her, but she won't budge. The man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed. You like the music in the Far games? I've never heard of the Far games. What are they about? Hey, lady! Don't be mean to Ida. The girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. She seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her. I asked him to help me out, okay? I wanted to talk to Hanayome, so I had him come with me. Who's this Hanayome you keep mentioning? A ghost who helps find things. People say you can talk to her from the telephone box. There was this manga I read, Fairy Cube, and there was like a special end chapter. And I'm kind of getting the same vibes. But I don't think it was a phone booth. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was a photo booth. So ignore me on what I just said. People say you can talk to her from this telephone box. Traveling the world, that's dead? Okay, interesting. A ghost, huh? She looks at me. We're both thinking the same thing. Earlier, the mark was hurting, so maybe... you guys look serious. What's going on? He nervously glances between us. Does this scar look familiar at all? I show them the mark on my right arm. They say it's a sweet Markiplier tattoo. Hang on. What is this? That looks exactly like mine. He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand. It's the cursed scar, yeah? I saw an article on it in Oops Arts Monthly. They say it causes amnesia, even kills you, but that's nonsense. It's not true at all, right? Right? Sounds like he heard the rumors but chose not to do anything about it. That's no surprise, really. It's tough to believe it's real until your memory loss becomes noticeable. I've got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made the phone call earlier. Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us her mark. We all have Markiplier tattoos. They have the mark, and after calling Hanayome. That's more than a coincidence. Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion. We tell them what's going on and ask them to go to the Kujo mansion with us. Surprisingly, it doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it'd take more convincing. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking with us. Before they climb in, I warn Mary to stay quiet until we get back. Might be a bad idea to freak them out. I mean, she's gonna talk to them in the mansion anyway, so... Back in the car. First, we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Ida Nakamatsu. The girl's name is Suzu Morimiya. They tell us they met through the readers column in Op Arts Monthly. Suzu mentioned she was interested in Hanayome, and Ida told her what he knew. Then she pestered him into bringing her to the rumored telephone box. They were out this late because of her. Her parents sound pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school, and she needs permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed. Well, maybe if she didn't do that, she wouldn't have that Markiplier tattoo. No worries, Pack. Hanayome is just as famous as... Hanayome is just as famous at my school as Hanahiko is. A lot of the names have Hana in there, and that means, like, flower. You know, there is a lot of floral, imagery, so I'm wondering, is that, like... I don't think it's a coincidence, now that I'm thinking about it. Hey, Ida? Please tell me about those rumors. Do I have to? Okay, fine. Ida reluctantly tells us at Suzu's request. They're just rumors, Arad, but... What is wrong with her neck? Hey, remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in each city? There's a ghost that looks like a bride, and she'll find what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. He went to the specific phone box that lets you talk with ghosts. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone, but all he could hear was this weird smacking noise. He stayed on the line until... Did you see it? He heard a woman whisper. So he did what rumor said to do and said, no, I haven't seen it. Then she said, what do you want to see? His cat had gone missing, so he asked where it was. When he looked where the woman said it, when he looked where the woman said it was, it really was there. So the rumors are totally true. I want to go ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, want to come with me? You know, I wouldn't really trust a ghost that calls me on a phone box. I don't know, I wouldn't trust. So the way that ghost's neck was, like, elongated. There. I carry Mary from the car and gently place her back on the sofa. Thank you very much. Being in your arms is not bad, but I am most calm when I am here. The doll really talked. I can't say I expected that. Then does that mean all the stuff about the mark is true too? On the way over, we updated Suzu and Ida with just about all they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're not rejecting it outright either. It seems like Ida in particular has already experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting the names of anime characters or voice actors. Christy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously. And Suzu snuck out of her house because she believed the rumors about Hanayome. They both believed in the occult already. I'm pretty sure they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayome. Pardon me, but may I speak? The marks on Suzu and Ida, they are likely from Hanayome, and Lady Christie. The feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs. So she must have went to the phone booth too! So we can assume Hanayome also gave the mark to you. Do you recall encountering her? Something weird did happen. Right before I entered the forest, I stepped into the phone box on T Mountain. The phone rang out of nowhere, so it's multiple, phone boxes. Okay. Oh, it might be because of that. The telephone box at the rest area is also in rumors of Hanayome. I didn't pick it up. She didn't pick it up. Why was... It creeped me out, so I left. I was never able to give that person one final call because of that. Who are you talking about? It's not for children to know. Fine. So there are other phone boxes like that. I think there are 3 that Hanayome will call from. The one we went to in the A Highway parking lot is one, and one at Team Mountain Rest area. That's the one Christy went to. Hello, Donut. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good night. And, Ida, where's the last one? At the Park by T apartment complex. It's the only one inside the city. But why just those 3 locations? Yeah, they're weird locations. I don't know. The bulletin boards I read didn't say anything. Mister, do you really think Hanayome is the one who gave us the marks? I think it has to be. But the rumors about Hanayome go back 5 years. And no one's ever mentioned that if you call her, you'll get a mark. There was something in the files in the garage that said something about 5 years ago. I'm assuming those 2 are related. Suzu's right. Rumors about this mark thing only popped up super recently. So you're saying Hanayome hasn't always been giving out the mark? If that's true, I wonder what triggered the change. Of course, I can't really say, seeing as I don't know anything about spirits. A ghost helping people find what they're looking for. That's pretty strange. Definitely the definition of a ghost story. Hey, Bean, if those rumors are true, why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? If we return them to their places, it might just save our lives. Search for the Buddha statues. If Christie's right, we might be able to escape the mark without fighting a spirit. Mary, what do you think? A good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding some stone statues, cursed owls, there are many examples. Historically, statues of gods and Buddhas would certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayome about them would be a good idea. So says the doll before our eyes that has the inexplicable power to talk. Maybe it wouldn't be strange that Buddha statues could bring down divine wrath. Bean, may I add? As I explained previously, your mark is... It is different from the others. Vanquishing spirits seem to weaken your mark's power. It's been several days since she told me that I was gonna die. I wonder if just like a ton of spirits were like, okay, you know what? Get him. And they all just put their mark on me, so I have multiple spirit marks or something. Taking care of the spirits we encounter is likely how I'm still among the living. What are you trying to say? I cannot say what the relationship between your mark and Hanayome is. But it is true, it is in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well. I can't really picture Christy and Ida facing off against the spirit by themselves. If they fail, then a child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. No turning back. I'll figure it out. Thank you. What was that? Oh, that was her head. Mary bows her head slightly. Now, you should begin investigating Hanayome. Why does she only call from 3 public phones within each city? Her secret may lie in that answer. You visited the parking lot already. Please investigate T Mountain and Park by T apartment complex. Alright, so our partner. Timid nerd, gutsy girl, and then we have Christy. I think what we need to do, I feel like Christy would be someone we should bring with us. Okay, I'm already partnered with her. Cool. So we're gonna Rest area park. Let's go to the, let's go to the rest area first, I guess. Because that's where Christy went. The phone booth stands solitary on the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stand behind it. Christy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. There's a dog! I can hear a dog howl from nearby. It almost sounds sad, but I'm probably just imagining it. Christy doesn't seem bothered by it. She's completely focused on the phone booth. I must have gotten my mark from Hanayome back then. But I was completely oblivious. I wasn't exactly in a right state of mind. Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait by it for a while. I'm guessing waiting outside doesn't count. Probably not. It only rang after I stepped in. But the booth is too small for 2 people. Either I or Christy will have to go in. You aren't thinking I'll do it, are you? Dangerous jobs are best left to men. Rude! I guess I'll just have to go in. It's cramped inside and almost impossible to move around. I'd be a sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. Yeah, that would be a really bad way to die. The clouded glass makes it hard to see the outside. That just makes me more nervous. I wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. To pass the time, I glance around at the inside of the booth. There's a poster attached to the window. Help our investigation? On the night of 2/8/19-something, an assault took place in the forest nearby. I know, we're gonna summon a ghosty. It's gonna be so nice. This is dated 5 years ago. Okay, so this is set in the past a little bit. Okay, okay. So it kind of makes sense about the phone booth. Okay. 5 years ago. Okay, that's connected. What happened? Looks like something terrible happened here. What happened? Oh, well, I guess we'll never know. The phone begins to ring. I hesitantly reach out and I pick it up. The only sound I hear is the dial tone. No one is speaking. What's going on? Oh, ew. It's like... bleh. It's, food eating ASMR. Suddenly a strange noise. Crunching, smacking, like the sound of saliva as someone chews. Did you see it? Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. Is this Hanayome? Did you see it? She asks a second time. Sounds like a dog eating. Kinda. The rumors mentioned that I should say... Very seriously, I say, I haven't seen it. What do you want to see? It's going exactly as the rumors say. Hanayome is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Christy told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from H Shrine. I'll give it a try. Buddha statues? Lord Buddha? Doesn't your arm already have the mark of Buddha on... What do you mean the mark of Buddha? What? Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me. 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 Okay, she's gonna keep saying it. choked on spit. Also, she didn't tell me. The line goes dead. Like me. The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. It must be because of my brush with the blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? We already had a mark. The mark on my arm burns dully, like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. Yeah, before she was like very, very slow when talking. And then she was like, oh, wait a minute, this is different. And like the smacking stopped too. And she did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying in here. As soon as I leave the booth, Christy comes up to me. You don't look well. What happened? I tell Christy about my conversation with Hanayome. What? That's not in the rumors. Christy's brow furrows in confusion. Should we go check out the other phone booth for now? Maybe there's a clue there. We could also see if you can ask again. There's no time to get lost in thought. The last phone booth is at the park by T Apartments in the other direction. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. It's probably wise to ask Mary what she knows since this is on the way. I guess, yeah, we return to Kujo Mansion. Talk? I tell Mary what happened at the phone booth. You say Hanayome acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with your mark Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she will likely not respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can. I need to get myself a blanket. It's kind of chilly in here. Even though I have, like, my heater on. This room is either freezing cold or hot as hell. I can never win. Alright, let's go to H apartment. We'll just take Christy with us again. Park? Right? I see a small park tucked between all of the looming apartments building. There's no one here. I guess everyone's already asleep. They say this is the phone booth from the Hanayome rumors, right? Would a spirit really appear in the middle of the city like this? Well, now that I'm here, I still have no idea why Hanayome hung up on me. I followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratch my head. Don't adhere to the rumors. Defy it. Okay. Suddenly I hear that strange voice again. Gossip. In other words, the rumors. What will happen if I don't follow the rumors? Christy, go back to the car. There's something I want to try, but it might end up backfiring on me. Sure. I don't know what you're going to do, but please be careful. Oh, and I almost forgot. I have a message from Ida. Yeah? It's about the latest information on Hanayome from the bulletin boards. Take a look. Christy hands me a note written by Ida. Don't talk about eyes or things like it when you're on the phone with Hanayome. So we're going to talk about eyeballs, I guess. If the call goes sideways somehow, don't say I, okay? P.S. Best to avoid anything that even sounds like I. What? Don't say I? This is it? Yeah, that's all. Anyways, Ida said he was sure it would come in handy. I'll keep it in mind. We're gonna say I so many times. Christy returns to the car. I step inside and wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this booth, too. Just like the one at the rest area. This looks like it's been there for a few years. Young woman kidnapped. A young local woman was kidnapped close to this area. If you were a witness to this crime, please notify the police. February 8th, 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw at the rest area had the exact same date. Coincidence? No. Alright, Hanayome, let's go. Phone rings. I grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. I hear a noise like someone chewing gum from the other end of the phone. An icy cold voice speaks. Did you see it? I wonder if she's asking, did you see the kidnapping? I saw it. You saw, didn't you? You saw that thing of me. The voice cuts off. Wait a minute. Oh. Something outside collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it. Are you sure? 'Cause I can see it. Oh! Live or die. Okay, here we go. What do we got? Tell me, how did you see it? With your own eyes? Or eyeglasses? A telescope? My own eyeballs. Wait! Oh shit, we might die. You saw it. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red, pink, green. Eye, pink, green, red. Eye, pink? Does pink sound like eye? Pink eye? I mean pink eye, that's something, but... It sounds like something searching around outside the phone booth. You saw it. What kind of person are you? Your dreams, romance, love, which do you choose? But they said to defy the rumors. Romance is great. Well, I survived that somehow. The phone goes dead. I still have no information. The next I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. The questions she asked me were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answer. Okay, well, the voice in my head said, hey, defy those rumors. Can we romance the ghost now? I don't think it's that type of game. Maybe that's where her secret lies. I exit the booth and Christy rushes up to me. My mark started hurting out of nowhere. Did it go all right? Did you not see a woman outside the booth? I swear to God. I tell Christy about what happened in the telephone booth. I have no idea what that means. Guess there's no way she'd know the answer. Something's on the ground there. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper laying near the booth. Looks like a piece of stationery. I too would love a ghost waifu. Long hair, so white robe, sign me up. If only there was like a romance game like that. If only. I feel like there has to be one, to be honest. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone booth. They keep saying box, but I call it a phone booth. I pick up the paper and open it. And it's one of those coochie catchers, or cootie catchers, whatever. The thingies you made back in school. And you're like, okay, what number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what color? PINK. Okay, another color, or another number, or whatever. Those were actually banned at my school. Long time ago. Too psycho. I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. An incident? The posters I saw in the phone booth mentioned something like that too. Dream catchers? Dream catchers are like the things that you hang up to catch your dreams. I don't think those are called dream catchers. Can't remember at this moment. Well, if you do remember, please let me know. Could they be connected? Yes. I asked Christy what they think. Christy looks deep in thought. What is it? Oh, nothing. Well, we've checked out all the boxes, so let's head back to the mansion. Something still bugs me, though. Yeah. We should probably head back for now. The third phone box. Yes. I don't know why it doesn't, like, make you go back to the mansion right away. Like, you can't do anything else. Hey, Bean? You know those posters and that bit of stationery we found? Could they be linked to Hanayome? She might have been someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... Chrissy turns towards the shelves with the files. Okay, now we're getting the files. Files of articles on criminal case. Seven Nights Ghost? Huh. I'll have to look into that. The dates were 5 years ago, right? And then there might be an article on what happened here in these files. We could use more help. Maybe Ida and Suzu can give us a hand. Go ahead and call them over. All four of us begin reading through the files. The clipping ranges from smaller disputes to the most heinous crime in each city. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're so old? After a while, I found it. The victim's name is Seiko. The date is February 5 years ago. It's gotta be it. Kirsty lays the file out on the desk as we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Seiko Hasegawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. She was in her dress when she was found. Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad. Thanks, Ida, but I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this. She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age. I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor. Christy mutters just loud enough to hear. Then do you know the whole story? It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and... oh... People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed. Oh. That's horrifying. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune. Ida somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found. It's well known in some circles, but... oh... That's why she was asking, did you see? Jesus. I heard he gave them a ton of money to get the photos and negatives. Is that true, Christy? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Seiko had a mental breakdown. And in the... Oh. She'd been a serious, honest woman, so she couldn't bear it. Is there a way we can kill these gang members? Is there a way? I'm just saying, you know, maybe we bring the Black Rabbit with us and, like, curse them or something? I was not expecting the ghost's fate to be like that. Like, so far we've had really sad backstories for the ghosts, which makes sense. But I'm wondering if we're gonna get a ghost that was just like shit, like a shit human being. I wonder if we're gonna get a ghost like that. Or if they're all going to be surrounding like a tragedy. The cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We fall silent as reality weighs in on us. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale. Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayome's phone booths? According to the article, hello Dev, welcome, welcome. The incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone. Her tragedies were all near the phone booths. Oh. She was She was found wandering near the parking lot by A highway. The phone booths connect Hanayome and Seiko Hasegawa. The coincidence sends a shiver down my spine. So that note we found by the telephone booth. Did Seiko's fiance write it? Most likely. What's strange is that it was there and not where she committed suicide. Did Hanayome put it there? Maybe she was telling us something. I have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiance was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all more tragic. And the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's the fiancé now? Well... Hello, Cope. Welcome, welcome. He began acting strange due to the shock and then went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him. But he wasn't the one who disappeared. It sounds like all of the culprits went missing too. Well, we're gonna find those culprits and, we're gonna destroy them. You hear about that online too? Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs. Damn, this gives me memories. Remember GeoCities, guys? Good times. Hubs, like pre-internet chat rooms? Everyone was talking about it on the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. Oh, thank you for the follow, Yuzu. Thank you, thank you. Forgot to follow on Twitch. No worries, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I think he was one of the culprits. We need to destroy these. He brought up a bunch of things like taking pictures and all that. And I bet those pictures... Yeah, that's right. After they were... Don't look, don't look. Hanayome has an extreme reaction to being seen by others. He kept going on about it night after night until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but it's still creepy, you know? Suddenly, a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Did the husband kidnap those people and destroy them? If so, that's a good fiance. Destroy those men. Hey, Christy, do you happen to know exactly where in the forest, Seiko unalived? I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location. But that was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from the big arch at the entrance. So, you're really gonna go? Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayome. Fine, I understand. I've had my fill of that forest, but I suppose we have no other leads. I'm wondering... I have a feeling, are we gonna meet this musician? You know? Like, I just want to know. This is more awkward than I thought. Being out alone with someone who, until recently, was planning to unalive. Do you have something you want to say? She noticed right away. Was I being that obvious? No, not really. It's fine. You don't have to hide it. You're wondering if I still want to... unalive, aren't you? Is this a woman's intuition? No. Maybe I'm just crap at hiding things. Don't worry. I don't anymore. People hate when things are forced on them, right? Doesn't matter what it is. I can trust you, right? Yes. At least for now. Here's hoping she keeps feeling the same, at least while we're together. Oh god! What did I hit? Just then, the tire hits a bump in the road. I can see a square gray object in the back seat through the rear view mirror. Is that thing back there yours? No, that's Ida's CD radio cassette player. Huh? Why something like that? He said we might need music during the drive, then went and put it in here himself. But we don't have any CDs or tapes. Should I turn on the radio? No, I'll pass. The conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. Okay, but what about the thing we ran over? After falling silent a while, Christy finally speaks up again. It only makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction. It's rather worrisome, don't you think? After all this time, they don't know. Who doesn't know what? Those two. They think that spirit just helps you find things. What a naive fairy tale. Yeah. Christy is exactly right. You quickly become disillusioned once you actually face a spirit. But thinking about it, wouldn't that be best? Christy looks at me in shock. Wait, what are you saying? I just mean, our lives are on the line here. Would you stop joking around? Sorry. She's furious at me, but it looks like she was telling the truth about not wanting to die. She's got too much pride. Someone like that would never unalive. What's so funny? Nothing. Will we make it back again? I don't know. What did we run over, though? I stare at the headlights and contemplate where we're going. That sigh was pretty deep. Can't believe we're here again. At least I can feel better knowing he's not around anymore. I almost remind her about Hanayome, but I stop myself from opening my mouth. I don't want to break her tenacious calm. Okay. It's supposed to be west of the gate. I look to the west of the gate again, but there's no sign of a trail. Strange, maybe I'm remembering wrong. When I came here researching an article, there was a path to the west. Suddenly, Christy's face stiffens. What's wrong? I feel cold all of a sudden. I follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the... A dog? Wait! The dog that died! I think this is him! It certainly seems like one. It kicks up the dirt with its 4 legs, but it looks off somehow. Its fur is long and disheveled, and from certain angles, its face looks like a human. That too. The dog stares at us, growling softly. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something? Is Timmy in the well, lassie? You're being too gentle with it. You need to sound firm when you talk to a dog. Act like its master. Weaker dogs like to bark, right? So ignore it and stay quiet. Ignore it and stay quiet, huh? I guess that's true for humans, too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The dog barks loudly, then vanishes into the western underbush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there. Was it trying to guide us? Maybe. I shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. A now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. Oh, here it is! Oh, this is a short chapter. I feel like Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 were a lot longer. There's probably not much time left. We better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. Feel. With the dog on, I push my way into the underbush. I spot the traces of what used to be a path. We could barely call it one at this point. This must be the closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate. That's right, I remember now. This is the path I took before. That dog, was it trying to show us this? Who knows? Anyways, let's get going. Alright. What's that? I shine the light on the groove of the tree in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. What is that? Something's posted here. I can't make it out from here. I move forward for a closer look. What is this? All thought in my mind ceases. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing and my brain comes to a halt. I know, poor Nina. Are these photos? There are a bunch of pictures of different people posted to the tree, but they're all these photos have nails in the eye. It's just as Christy said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to the nail is some type of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? Probably one that we just heard about. Hey, all the people in these photos, are they all men? Christie's mutters are just loud enough to hear. Huh? I look over to the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so they're hard to make out, but they may be right. Yeah, looks like it. All the subjects are men. That's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light of the flashlight. What's wrong? Nothing, it's just over there. something sparkled up there. Something might be there. We should check it out. Something's in the grass. I feel around in the blades of grass. I've hit the switch before I realize, and a red light appears. Apparently that means the flash can be used. It must still have some battery left. Not that we're going to take any pictures with it. You're right. I turn it off and quickly stuff it in my bag. I decide it's wise not to mention the dried blood that stuck to the bottom of it. To see is to perceive light. That distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayome? Is there anything else? Okay. Hello, Ray. Welcome, welcome. You're not that late. No worries, no worries. We actually just chatted for close to an hour, so you're good. You are good. Yes, hello, good morning. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed towards me. What do you want? Sorry, what do we do? Something's coming. The instant Christy speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. Except it doesn't look like it'll let us through. Well, let's turn back. We retreat without trying to force our way past. What are we missing? Interesting. So we have to somehow make that dog move or something. Maybe I need to switch my partner. Because I know in Chapter 2 we had to switch our partner. Gutsy girl, maybe we take her with us. Maybe she can command the dog for us. Alright, kid, ready? I hope I'm right. Because this is the only place we can go to. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, okay. I already said that. What should we do? The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. Except it doesn't look like it'll let us through. Let's turn back. We retreat without trying to force our way past. Am I missing something? Something up in the branches of the trees reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk. You're gonna climb the tree? There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within range. Hello, Other Bean. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good evening. It'll be hard to climb up. So, I don't really want the child to grab whatever's up there, so I will climb the tree myself. This was my first visual horror. Oh, okay, nice, nice. Can't wait to see your reactions. Yeah, so far it's pretty good. I'm really enjoying it. The only thing I have issues with is the navigation, especially Chapter 2. I take a deep breath and jump at the tree. I struggle to reach for a while and manage to touch a branch until I crashed to the ground with a spectacular thud. Are you okay? It's on PC? Yeah, it's on Steam. I'm gonna... If that's all, then... Okay, I'll try. I squat at the base of the tree and let her climb up me. Up you go. I stagger a bit, but manage to stand. I feel like I'm one of the trees now. Can you reach? Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Suzu reaches as far as she can with her hand, and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Are you okay? I'm fine. Here. Suzu shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. A dog collar. Wait, why was there a collar that high up in the tree? It makes me think of that dog we saw before coming in here. Does this belong to that dog? I wonder who threw it away. Who knows? As I'm putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription on the inside of the collar. Etna? How are you supposed to pronounce that? Okay, well... I guess we go to the dog. I hear a low growl. Oh, yep. Okay, dog. We're here. Alright, let's see if this does anything. Flashbang. I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what that has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place, if I'm with Suzu, it might react differently. I consider my options. I've got an idea. I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe... It's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog is likely tied to this collar. I face the general area the barking is coming from and show it the collar. The creature is here. The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa! Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. Oh, shit! Okay, here we go. Are we gonna live? Let's see. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call out to me. Bean, don't move! But I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me, so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. Stand still. I gotta show its dominance. I gotta show it dominance, sorry. The dog stops in its track. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. It shuffles back on its guard, then prepares to attack again. It bares its teeth and growls. Okay, here we go. Turn my back on it, threaten it loudly. Should I pet it? I'm gonna pet the creature and lose my arm. In an effort to calm it, I stretch out my hand towards its back. Maybe petting it will help. It bolts directly at me, as fast as lightning. Oh, that's an instant kill. Wow. I just wanted to touch the creature. The dog fixes its gaze on me, its glare strangely piercing. And then it absolutely destroys me. Listen, sometimes you just have to pet the things that tried to kill you, or maybe kiss them. It's okay. It's fine. Sometimes it's okay to perhaps maybe do that. I've done it in Slay the Princess. I think that's the only game you can kiss someone who's trying to kill you. If not friend, why friendship exactly? Okay. Okay, I think we can hit Q and, like, just get back to where we were. Show the collar. I just don't want to be mean to the dog. I don't like being mean to animals. Okay, this one we're gonna just, like, yell at it, I guess. I don't want to yell at it. I suddenly yell, threatening it back. Provoke, the dog flies at me. Oops. I apparently have to turn my back on it? Well, I guess you have to ignore it. The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. The collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said... What should I call it? Genta? No, wait. Genta. I mutter the name. The dog perks its ears. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then... The dog turns around and quietly slinks into the bushes. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death. For now. I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... I can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog may be supernatural. Oh, you think? I hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. It found what it was looking for. You're right. Is there anything? Nope, nothing. There's nothing really to find. Huh. A sound of rope creaks above my head. Silhouettes swing in the shadow of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread. Are those people? Suzu gives a terrified yelp. Maybe I should have, not taken the child with me. Sorry, child, we're traumatizing you. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. But are those the heads of Buddha? Like, of the Buddha statues that are missing? They clearly aren't people. They're mannequins. The things hanging by their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously, dolls can't do that. Is this someone's idea of a prank? Or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who would know the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins. Okay. Suzu replies uneasily. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. Who's touching me? The dolls swing unceasingly from the ropes, even though there's no breeze. Male doll it's a guy one too. I wonder what the person who did this was thinking. Probably because they don't like men. Who's someone touching me? Doll. Grabbing onto it to stop it from swaying, I open the hand and take what's inside. I found a worn out talisman. Oh yeah, give me that. I need that. Flashbang. Well, nothing's here. Alright, kid, ready? Hello, creature. It's that dog. Suzu, be careful. No, it's okay now. It won't attack anymore. It's the dog from before. It starts digging in the dirt right in front of us. After a few moments, it disappears like mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's take a look. Alright, let's see. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. The dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand. You're gonna dig here? I don't think we'll need any tools. Please. Okay. In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Distracted, I look down on what we dug up. What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old. Is that a corpse? Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring, even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes. Holy crap, I can't speak today. The remains before us and reacts calmly. Just then I notice something. What's this? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all once, assaulted you. Now you, rest in peace. What needed to be done, now I... Well, remember when I said, are we gonna meet the musician fiance? Oh, hello, Raiders! Hello, hello! Welcome on in! Hello! How are we doing this evening? There we go. Oh, thank you for the biddies, hamster. Thank you, thank you. But yes, hello everyone. I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Bean Kennedy. I'm a unicorn hitman, and today we are playing some more Spirit Hunter. We're actually on chapter 3. How was your stream, Belle? I think you were playing Spirit Hunter NG, right? How did that go? I think we're almost done with this chapter, to be honest. It feels like a very short chapter. This forest, you passed away. New song, want listen. Heaven. The note ends there. So I think maybe to save her, we need to play the music that he made for her, maybe? Just finished chapter 2. Nice, 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 nice. How's chapter 3 been? It's been very sad. This is a very sad chapter. Elsa made us watch deaths over and over again. Sometimes that happens. I recently died to a dog because I wanted to pet it. It happens. Got 3 cassette tapes. That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But these tapes... She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried here too? They look at the remains as if asking them the question. Elska likes to kill people on purpose and it makes us sad. And sometimes you just have to die to get all of those scenes, you know? Sometimes you have to do that. Of course it's not gonna reply. I don't know. I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. Gotta toughen up chat a bit. The last... The voice falls silent. The last? Wait a second. The last fart? Thank you for the biddies, hamster. Thank you, thank you. It is a sound. It very much is a sound. Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say anything. No, I accidentally farted. I'm sorry, kid. It's nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself. Anyways, let's take these tapes with us. New information. Okay. We definitely, oh, thank you for the gifted sub, hamster. Thank you, thank you. You're being very generous. Thank you. So I wonder... We need to listen to those cassette tapes. Oops. Oops. Oh no. I don't want to, like, turn back. I kind of want to... Well, let's see what we have here. Okay, that doesn't help us. I think we have to go back to, the mansion to listen to them. Use S-Class credit card. But yes, I do hope you enjoy the emotes, Lappy. Oh! The mark burns scarlet. Half an hour. I don't think we have the time. Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Shit, are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu. Hey, Suzu, can you hear me? Yeah. It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Suzu and run. The spirit, it's closing in on us. Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, gripping the wheel. The mansion. I need to go back there for now. I glance through the rear view mirror at Suzu in the backseat. Suzu is staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Ida's tape player is laying on its side in the passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. We quickly arrive at Kujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary... Oh! Thank you for the follow, Lappy. Thank you, thank you. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to a tape first. We need to listen to the last tape. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. What happened to everything? Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. It is A-okay. It is A-okay. No worries at all. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before, but the route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Calm down. I must have mistaken because I was messing around with the tape player. I wouldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. That's what I tell myself as I make a U-turn. We suck at driving. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn! Why am I here again? Now we're just drifting. No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. right, left, or keep going straight, I still return to the exact same place. Driving is hard, like reading and walking. I'm bad with directions. Honestly, I am super bad with them as well. Like, people will be like, go 30 miles east, and then at this intersection, take a left for 4 miles. And it's like, don't do that. Tell me what I can see. Is it a big tree right there? Okay, those are the type of instructions I need. Give me easy instructions. Don't give me miles east, west. Don't give me any of that. Tell me. But I know a lot of people are like, you don't know that? And it's like, no! Do you think I know what a mile is when I'm driving? No, I just drive. I'm American, so I use miles. That should have been obvious, because Americans are the only ones who use miles. Thank God for GPS. Oh my god, yes. Printing. Yeah, I remember MapQuest. I remember MapQuest. Nuke Miles. Oh man, I really want to play Animal Crossing again. Go down that one turn, then make another turn. If you pass the building with brick, you went too far. But if you don't pass the car with green, you didn't go far enough. Yup. Give me those. MapQuest? What is that, from the 90s or something? Super old. I just remember, like, having to print those out. God. And, like, having to read a map. God, that was bad. Just, thank God we don't have to do that anymore. If I'm lost and I have no cell service, it's like, well, I don't know how I'm getting out of here. Yes! If you really do miss one line, you're completely lost, and it's like, well, shit. What do I do now? This is ridiculous. I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it was because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. This is bad. Really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? Oh shit! Does it matter which one we choose? Okay, so let's review all of the places. The mountain is where it happened. I think the apartment is where she was abducted. The highway is where she was found. So I'm trying to purify her, like, exorcise her. So what would I do? Like, I feel like for sure not the mountains or the apartments, but I feel like the highway, because that's where she was found, so maybe that will give her more hope, right? Shit. Oh, have a good night, Lappy. Thank you. Ooh, snowboarding tomorrow? I hope you have a great time. Oh, I never save. This is the bad thing about me. I never save. So... So we are just gonna choose. We are just gonna randomly choose, and if it's bad, well... it is what it is. We're just gonna go to the mountains. Because I think with the mountains, that's where we're gonna meet her. And I think that's the first one that we met her at. So, I'm hoping this is correct, but I'm probably wrong. I turned the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. T-Mountain. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important as long as it gets me out of this situation. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turned the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally. So, the apartments is the second place we went for the phone. Like, the first time we went to the phone was, the mountains. That's where we first picked up the phone, and she was like, this mark was given to you by Buddha. And then the second place was, at the apartments. So I think we have to go back to the place we first met her. Familiar scenery returns, as if it was laying in wait for me. But didn't you have the option to choose which one you go to first? What? Wait, what? Oh shit. Oh shit. I have a feeling I made a big mistake. Oh no. Oh no. I think I messed up. In the end, we're back. Alright. Hello, Pack. Welcome back. The phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling. Hey girl, what's up? The mark is dyed a deep crimson. A few minutes left until death closes in. I head to the phone booth. I've got Ida's radio cassette player and the bag holding Seiko's memories at the ready. Alright. I pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. Oh, hey! Oh, there's not enough room in here. Girl, what happened to your net? Oh. Never mind. I know why it's so long. You saw, didn't you? I know. You saw it. Take a picture. Fatal frame, fatal frame. This is gonna get me killed, I bet you. I quickly grabbed the instant camera and used the flash. The spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth. You just gotta flash people. That was like a thing in Fatal Frame 3 with Miku. You just flashed them and it stunned them. Works in this game too. Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye the spirit standing there, looking down at me. The camera's battery is dead. What should I do next? We need to, play a song. What do we do? They said play the last tape. This is technically the last tape on the list. I stick Mai into the tape player and press the play button. I don't know this one. The spirit responds to the song. Oh, you got really close. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? No, wait! I don't know this one. This is the song he wrote for her. I stick mine into the tape player and press the play button. I don't know this one. No, this is the song he wrote for her. The spirit responds to the song. It has to be. Oh shit, you're getting a little too close. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Fuck it. I stick mine to the tape player and press the play button. It said to play the What happened to your face? What happened to her face? Hey, let me listen to the newest. Yeah, yeah. You don't know this. Take it, please. Yes. That song was finished. Wait, no, wait. I thought you didn't know it. I think I fucked up. A dog comes bounding over from somewhere, barking happily. The dog's gonna kill my ass now. Fatal frame logic. I know. Oh my god. Jen? Is this where you've been? Come on, let's go. He's waiting. Oh! Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up? There's a flash of light. I blink and the spirit... Oh my god, if I mess up, the child dies. Oh... Okay, I might have just killed the child. That's great. Oh. Yeah, I survived, but that doesn't mean the child survived. I don't sense Hanayome anymore. She's gone now. Hanayome. Girl, maybe you should get back in the car. I don't know if you're safe. Suzu is back to normal. I bet their mark's gone. But mine's still bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all. Then Hanayome really was Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate. Turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. Also, this ghost battle was different from the previous two. Like, they really went to a different direction for this game. Or not game, but this chapter. This place isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why. The instant Hanayome vanished, I thought I caught a glimpse of her loyal dog. I hope her dog and the song her fiancé wrote for her helps bring her peace. Should we head back? Yeah. Don't, child. Don't do that. You might die. You might die. Stop that. The phone starts ringing out of nowhere. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. What should I do? Oh my god. I mean, wait. Okay. Maybe I need to pick it up, I think. Because what if I don't pick it up? If I don't pick it up, what if Suzu picks it up and it kills her? Hello? On the other end of the line is the gentle voice of a woman. I'm very sorry for causing you so much trouble. Please excuse me. Huh? Was that a wrong number or something? I was a little panicked, but now I relax. I step out of the booth and get into the car with Suzu. Well, I wonder if that motorcycle picked up on my microphone. Welcome back, Bean. We're back at the mansion. I didn't kill the child. Oh my god. Clear conscience. We did it. We accidentally killed we killed that child in the second chapter, but this one we didn't. This is how we pogged. Oh, you heard it? Yeah, my window's closed and everything, but people are just dumb. No dead child tonight. Ah, yeah. I felt so bad when we killed that poor guy last time. Hanayome apologizing. Yeah, this was a very different spirit. It was very weird. I feel like if we keep saying that, the FBI will ask us questions. But we have proof. We'll be like, listen, this is what we were playing. Look what we did. For Shu last time. Yeah, I didn't mean that. I tried. I tried my best. It's thanks to you my mark is finally gone. Too bad I didn't get to do much. I've read a ton of comics about exorcism and I thought I could help. Good job to you too, Suzu. Everything went okay? Yeah, it's all thanks to him. Oh yeah? I bet I could have done a better job than him. Okay, weeb. I await your return, Bean. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Congratulations. Though, it is unfortunate that your mark has not yet vanished. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. It feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vow to fight against the mark. The Markiplier. How did the live or die sequence when you're answering the phone? So I didn't die in the phone booths. I didn't die. I almost died, but I didn't. All I can do now is press forward. The only time I died was me trying to pet the dog. Bean, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. She hands over a file that says 8 Shrine Findings on the cover. Saya Kujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo's family guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was here. So, like, the hint that Ida gave, I thought we were supposed to say, like, I. So I, like, did that a few times, and then I stopped. Go on, read it. Most of it is about how 8 Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. Some pages are about 8 shrines Goshintai, the item that houses the deity's spirit. The shrine has 2, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called Niji Butsu, or Nenji. The Nenji Butsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw any. Oh god, someone stole from the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. Did that little rabbit steal it? The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. K. Miyamachi North Road in H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. That just sounds like a normal road here. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. That doesn't sound good. Or right. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down the dimly lit back streets. But she couldn't take a step forward. Why? A noise, something heavy being dragged, and then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. Oh, great. The shadows and hair hid most of the face, but she could see blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back. But the woman was gone. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, but it wasn't that... So it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome where the statues stolen from H Shrine were. And now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence, sir. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at H Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled and you might be freed from the mark. I'm just wondering, maybe we stole the heads, you know? Like, what if we stole the heads and that's why we're, like, branded by Buddha? He's like, give me back my heads, you silly little man-child. Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into, at least. Oh, before I forget, you should take these too. Documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. It's almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. Thank you very much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to see my dad too. You need to go somewhere to see him? My mom and dad got divorced. Oh. Yeah. Mom decided that she wanted to become a nun. She started taking me to temples and a lot of sacred areas. Dad didn't like that and he started seeing some other lady. Oh, okay. You don't have to say any more, child. I guess Suzu's been embroiled in the world of adults for a while now. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young. I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon and to forget him. So that's why I wanted to ask Hanayome where Dad is. I see. I hope you get to see him. Me too. Okay, good night. I'm really in your debt. It's thanks to you that Suzu was saved. Thanks so much. He seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious, but that one thing is clear. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her out there after all. So if something had happened to her, I just... Oh, that's a face. Hey, are you alright? I'm so glad she's okay. The hot tears streaming down his face are those of relief, apparently. You should head to bed for today. I'm sure you're tired, right? Yeah, thanks. Good night. I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. Oh, that's nice. I still have mine. There's no reason for you to stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here. You said it. But I'm grateful for all this too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in the forest right now. Christy's smile turns awry. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. Now then, Bean. Please find me when you're ready. Farewell. We need to save is what we need to do, because I haven't saved. There we go. And then, I guess we just talk to Mary. Are you retiring to bed? Yeah, let's go. Let's finish chapter 3. Let's go. The strange bond between Hanayome and her fiancé? Strange bond? Maybe I should have read something.